Are you a fool who builds their house without a foundation? Or are you like the wise man who builds his house with the foundation buried deep into the rock so it can survive any storm it comes across? Come with us as we read in Luke chapter 6 about what Jesus says of the wise and the foolish builders. Luke 6:46 through 49, the wise and foolish builders. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? As for everyone who comes to me and hears my words and puts them into practice, I will show you what they are like. They are like a man building a house who dug deep down and laid the foundation on rock. When a flood came, the torrent struck that house but could not shake it because it was well built. But the one who hears my words and does not put them into practice is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation. The moment the torrent struck that house, it collapsed and its destruction was complete. What does it even mean to be a wise and foolish builder? Jesus talks about a man who is building his house deep in the rock to survive any storm that comes across, and that house won't be shaken. But it also talks about a man who builds his house without a foundation and just lays it down like in the sand or something. Any storm that comes across is just going to wipe that house away. Jesus is talking about his faith and listening to his words. If you build your life and you listen to the words that Jesus says, you are building your life on the rock. You're building your foundation of your house. The foundation of your life is going to be buried deep in that rock. You're not going to be building on the sand where one big wave is going to come and just swipe everything away. You are like a man building a house who dug deep and laid the foundation on rock. That house is not moving. That house is not going anywhere. The upper parts of the house might break. Like you might have a shattered wall, maybe a broken window or something like that. But as long as the foundation's there, you can always rebuild. You can always fix what is broken. But if you lay your house on the sand or on a bad foundation and it gets swept away, you have your broken walls, you have your broken windows, but your foundation breaks and it gets swept away too, you have nothing to rebuild on. You have to lay your foundation in the rock. You have to lay your foundation of your life in Jesus. Otherwise, when that torrent comes, when that storm comes, you're going to be swept away like that. And it's not even a follow me or see what happens. It's a, no, I'm giving you the option, the choice to build your life on something that's great, something that's greater than you. Build your life on your faith. And through that, you will have a foundation that will last through any storm. You might break, you might fall, you might suffer through that. But as long as your foundation is in Christ, you can always rebuild and you can always recover. If you don't build your life in Jesus and you get swept away and you break and you're torn down, you have nothing to help build your life back up. You have nothing to save you. That's what Jesus means. He's putting these words into practice and doing what Jesus says and actually saying, yes, Jesus, I'm going to follow you and I'm going to do what you say. That's building your life on the on the rock, not the rocky foundation, on the rock. That's building your life on the rock and making sure that no matter how much you break, you know that your foundation, you know that your connection with God is never going to break. That's what Jesus means about the wise and the foolish builders. We want to be wise builders. We don't want to be foolish builders. No one wants to be a foolish builder. Be a wise builder. We covered a lot in Luke. We talked about love for enemies, talked about the blessings and woes, and now we're talking about a strong foundation. As long as you have those, you reserve your judgments on people and make sure you look at yourself in the eye and go, hey, I might have a problem too. I need to check that. You love your enemies. You are wronged by someone, but you go, you know what? I forgive you. And when you're ready, I'm ready. And you build your life on Jesus, you're good. You'll be good. Thank you for coming with me today. God bless. I hope you have a great day.